When Xerxes I was assassinated in 465 BCE, the Persian Empire was still vast, stretching from the Indus River to the Aegean Sea. But beneath the surface, the cracks were beginning to show. In my previous videos, you've seen Cyrus the Great's vision, as well as Darius the Great's superb administration. You've seen the beginning of the decline under Xerxes, overstretched borders, costly wars, and rebellion simmering across provinces. Now, we look at what followed, the slow unraveling of the empire, ending in its fall at the hands of a young Macedonian king. Artaxerxes I inherited an empire riddled with revolt. Egypt rose in rebellion, and even in the heartland, loyalty was thinning. The central authority weakened. Satraps, governors meant to serve the king, began acting like kings themselves. Parallels to Cyrus's early challenges are clear, but unlike Cyrus, his successors lacked the charisma or military prowess to reunify the realm. During this chaos, Persia's old enemies, the Greeks, re-emerged. Artaxerxes and his successors poured gold into Greek politics, funding Sparta one decade, Athens the next. The rebellion of Cyrus the Younger against his brother Artaxerxes II in 401 BCE, ironically, named after the empire's founder, underscored the decay. It took Greek mercenaries to nearly tip the balance. The Persian throne won, but barely. The Anabasis of Xenophon tells us just how chaotic the aftermath was. Xenophon, an Athenian soldier and writer, was part of the 10,000, a Greek mercenary force hired by Cyrus the Younger. After the former was killed at the Battle of Cunaxa, the Greeks were stranded deep in Persian territory, thousands of miles from home. Leaderless, surrounded by enemies and betrayed by the Persians, they had to fight their way north to reach the safety of the Black Sea. Under Artaxerxes III, the empire briefly showed signs of revival. Egypt was reconquered. Order, for a moment, returned. But it came at a cost: purges, assassinations, and brutal repression. Even the royal family wasn't safe. When Artaxerxes III was poisoned by his own courtier Bagoas, the final chapter had begun. His successor, Arses, was a puppet. Then came Darius III, installed by the same puppet master. But Darius too was weak. Not just in leadership, but in legitimacy. He was in fact just a minor noble. The empire he inherited was Persian in name, but fractured in loyalty. A 21-year-old Alexander crossed the Hellespont in 334 BCE. Granicus, Issus, Gaugamela, each battle exposed how far the once mighty empire had fallen. Local governors failed to cooperate. The king fled more than he fought. By 330 BCE, the last king of Persia, Darius was dead, betrayed by his own satrap. The cohesion of Cyrus, was finally gone. Interestingly, Alexander the Great was himself a big fan of Cyrus I. It is known that the Macedonian in general admired Persian tradition, infrastructure, and administration. So when Alexander walked into Persepolis in triumph and effectively ended the Persian Achaemenid Empire, we can at least say that it impacted the world long after its fall as a vision of unity with foreign nations and respect for diverse traditions. The dream of Persia survived long after its fall.